Good evening, thank you very much and welcome here to Clane in County Kildare. It's the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship. There is one quarter-final spot remaining and it'll be decided here over the next hour and a half or so. It's Louth against Offaly in perfect conditions for football. Both teams suffering defeat to down their opening game, but the winner of this tie will qualify to take on Laois in the quarter-finals next week. There will be a winner, no draws in this one. We will have extra time, we will have free-taking shootout if required, but first we'll focus on the opening 60 minutes. We'd like to welcome you around the world wherever you may be. This game brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick for the LGFA. Louth and Offaly have already met in this venue a few weeks back in the league semi-final. Louth victorious, and let's look at the Louth team. So no changes in Louth with the 15 that played in the opening game against Down. In goal number 1 is Una Pearson. Full back line 2, Ailish Hand. 3 is Sarah Quinn. And 4 is Emer Murray. The half back line were number 5, Michelle McMahon. Centre back number 6 is Shannon McLaughlin. And number 7 is Kerry Nolan. In midfield were number 8 is Anya Breen. Partner by number 9, Denise McKenna. The half forward line 10, Aoife Russell. 11, Kate Flood. And 12 is Rebecca Carr. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Laura Collins. Full forward, number 14, Lauren Boyle. And top of the left were number 15, Niamh Rice. And now you can see the Louth substitutes. Their manager is Wayne Freeman. Plenty of options there. Roisin Kavanagh, one that did come off the bench the last day. So we're going to have a look at the Offaly team now. They've made 2 changes from the 1 to 15 that were announced during the week. Sinead Byrne comes in goal, wearing number 16, replacing Lauren Dunn, while Nicole Byrne from the St. Conleth's Club in Laois enters the team, and she replaces number 12, Ciara Walsh. So the Offaly team in full: Sinead Byrne in goal, wearing number 16. Full back line of 2, the captain Annie Keogh. 3 is Orla Whelan, and 4 is Emma Corcoran. Half back line were number 5, Tara Dunn. 6 is Dawn Hannon, and 7 is Roisin Ennis. In midfield were number 8 is Roisin Egan, partner by number 9, Amy Gavin Mangan. The half forward line 10, Emma Maher. 11, Marie Byrne, and wearing number 20 at left wing forward is Nicole Byrne. And the inside line, top of the right, number 13, Mairead Daly. Full forward, number 14, Aoife Carey. And top of the left were number 15, Grania Egan. So these are the Offaly substitutes in front of you. Chloe Sheridan, a player to expect to see, wear number 19 at some stage, as well as the aforementioned Ciara Walsh at number 12. So the referee for this game is currently talking to the 2 captains. This is Kevin Phelan from Laois. The Louth captain to your right there is Shannon McLaughlin, wearing number 6. Louth in a red jersey today. They wore white the first day against Down. Wearing white today with the green sleeves and shorts is Offaly. Annie Keogh is their captain. She wears number 2. Just a correction here in the commentary box as well. Of course, it's Ciara Nolan wearing number 7. Her mum right behind us here, keeping us on our tracks for this live commentary. And we wish Ciara and all the Louth teams and the Offaly sides the very, very best of luck. So both teams warming up. Louth just going through a huddle there at the moment. Last chat, they lost it down in their opening game by 1-6 to 7 points. A low-scoring tie it was. Louth will feel themselves left some chances behind them in that particular day. 11 wides in total after having a poor start where they conceded 1-3. But they are the Division 4 League champions. I mentioned already they beat Offaly in the semi-final here in Clane before beating Leitrim in the final. Leitrim, one of the other 7 teams that have already qualified for the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate quarter-finals. But of course, this is the Leinster rivals, and Offaly will also feel they left a win behind them in the opening day. They lost it down by 3-14 to 2-14. High scoring contest it was. Mairead Daly denied on a couple of occasions with a few saves as well. That's how tight the margins are in this competition. As I mentioned, the winners of this game will play Laois. That's because Laois top Group 3 after a victory over Roscommon earlier on today. Kildare, the runners-up of Group 3, take on Leitrim. The side I just mentioned, they qualified last week. Down, the winners of this group will take on Wexford in the quarter-finals. We haven't the result in from the game between Westmeath and Wexford, but Westmeath were well on their way to victory in injury time. And as mentioned, Westmeath, despite their surprise defeat to Longford in the opening round, have topped Group 1, and they will play Clare in the quarter-finals. No draws in the round-robin series of the competition. It's all to be decided on the day. Scoring difference will not be a factor in this group. It's effectively a preliminary quarter-final. So some supporters, as you can see in camera, the far side on the hill there, taking in the good weather that has adorned Ireland over the last week or so. A few of us in the commentary box and around enjoying the shade. We're expecting substitutes from both teams to be here with us. We'll find out where they go in a moment. That's just going to lead to a hold up in the start of the action. Just about 30 seconds to the official start of the game. Louth's victory over Leitrim, their first ever National League title. Of course, they have been intermediate football champions before, back in 1999. They beat Wexford on that occasion. Offaly have never won the All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship. But of course, 1979 and 40 years ago in 1981, they were All-Ireland's senior football champions. So Offaly just in their final huddle. Always a competitive outfit, always believing they can compete with any team. 2020's championship was disappointing for them, losing to Roscommon and Wexford. Will their fortunes change in this game? So the referee, Kevin Phelan, just waiting for both teams. Louth getting a bit more exercise in. And you might have heard the 1-2-3 Offaly in the background. We're ready here for the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship Group 4, the final round, round 3. And who will complete the Super 8 in this competition? Louth are going to attack at the goal to the left in the first half. So expect plenty of roar in the commentary box here. The Louth substitutes join us into the left. Already you can see their positional switches. Expect plenty of positional switches in the Offaly middle 8. Tara Dunn is going in for the throw in anyway. The white jersey wearing number 5, partnered by Amy Gavin Mangan. Anya Breen and Denise McKenna wearing 8 and 9 in the red jerseys of Louth. The ball is thrown in, the game is on, the final group game of the 2021 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship is underway and it's Offaly on the move. Amy Gavin Mangan making a bit of move through the centre here. This is a great chance for Offaly at the start of the game. A shot! It's a save from Una Pearson as the danger averted. The referee has blown the whistle, but what a start to the game we had. We'd barely 15 seconds gone. Offaly in for a goal scoring opportunity. Amy Gavin Mangan storming through the centre. Great save from Una Pearson. Now, what's the decision? The referee is given a... He is signaling a free in for a touch in the ground, but the goalkeeper not willing to give away the ball until her defence is back. Remember, we mentioned already, Louth off to a bad start in their opening game against Down, conceding 1-3. They certainly don't want to concede an early goal to Offaly. It will be the perfect tonic for Offaly. We're determined to erase the memories of that league semi-final defeat. So it's taken by Roisin Egan. Roisin Egan puts the free over the bar. 1 minute into the game, Offaly get the first score. It's Offaly 1 point, Louth no score. So Una Pearson, the goalkeeper for Louth, and coach for the goalkeeping for girls, goes for the short kick out. And Louth happy enough now to work the ball up the field. Aoife Russell wears number 10 for them. Towards the middle of the field, looking for Denise McKenna. Just spreading the play around at the moment. Shannon McLaughlin, the captain, wearing number 6. Bringing it up to the 65-metre line. Plenty of players free out the left here. Kick in the direction of Ciara Nolan. And Ciara Nolan has the ball there. Plenty of space in front of her and gives it to Anya Breen. And now Anya Breen, when she launches an attack, goes for the kick pass. Kick in towards the goal there, chasing after it is Kate Flood. Ball goes to the right and wide. Kate Flood, one of the lethal attackers for Louth. Just couldn't get to the ball on that occasion. And we'll restart play with the Offaly goalkeeper, Sinead Byrne. Wearing the number 16 jersey. So Sinead Byrne did play in that league semi-final against Louth. Gives it to Annie Kyo. Offaly moving it through the middle. Annie Kyo takes the return pass. Goes between the two 65-metre lines. Plenty of space here in Clane. Great venue for football. An attempted attack from Offaly this occasion just goes out over the line. Louth will restart the play, not wasting any time. Michelle McMahon. Referee says she took too many steps. It's going to be a free for Offaly. Tara Dunn with the ball. Gives it back to Roisin Egan, the Offaly Player of the Year in 2016. One of the dual stars would have played against Wexford in the Camogie Championship on Saturday. I think we're going to do that again. Referee wasn't ready. So Roisin Egan getting ready to start again. And the players trying to get in position. Because the other dual star in the Offaly team is Gráinne Egan. That ball didn't get down to her. Louth had possession back. Ciara Nolan doing very well to keep the ball in play. Anya Breen on the move now. This is an opportunity for Louth to try and get their first score of the game. There's support coming. Attempted passes cut out by Emma Maher, wearing number 10 for Offaly. And she sends it down the field again. Bit of end-to-end stuff at the moment. Both defences been strong. Couple of shoulders there. Louth happy enough to move the ball through Michelle McMahon. Louth will be patient under the direction of Wayne Freeman. Denise McKenna, with 2 points in the league final against Leitrim, gives the ball to Ciara Nolan. Ciara Nolan sent into the attack. Hand pass to Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice tried to send it across to Lauren Boyle, not to be Offaly, getting 2 players there. Offaly managed by Gary Daly. Roisin Egan in the middle gets the free. Now just need to concentrate. Emma Corcoran has played in 2 All-Ireland finals in Grove Park. On the move again is Offaly. Marie Byrne. And again the referee says too many steps. He's going to be very particular in that one. Both teams will have to adapt. So Una Pearson to start the action. Just talking about Offaly there. Good day on Saturday in the Under-14 Ladies Football Championship to beat Laois by 6-8 to 1-3. They'll hope to get a crack at Laois at intermediate level next week. Louth have different ambitions. Emer Murray. Sarah Quinn, wearing number 3. Gets up to the 45-metre line. Looks around, finds the space. This is good movement from Louth now as they move it in the middle of the field. Anya Breen willing to attack every time she gets the ball, wearing number 8. Down in the direction of Lauren Boyle. Lauren Boyle on the move down the right there now. Out near the corner forward position. She has won the free, and will this be the opportunity for Louth to get their first score of the game? Very little breeze to talk about here in Clane. The flag's barely fluttering. It's the heat that'll be the factor for these teams. Lauren Boyle takes the kick, puts the ball over the bar, just over 6 minutes gone in the game. Louth have equalised. It's Louth 1 point, Offaly 1 point. So Sinead Byrne goes for the short kick out to Orla Whelan, the Eden Derry Player of the Year in 2019. Offaly just a bit too casual in defence. They could pay for it here. Kate Flood, that's who you don't want coming at you. Kate Flood tried to get the shot in, turned around. Offaly redeemed themselves. The ball goes to the left and wide. Kate Flood will be disappointed with that. The former AFL player with Fremantle Dockers. It looked like she was in for a goal. And that's all Louth want. One opportunity, one sniff. And they can take control of this TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship game. Sinead Byrne goes for a bit of a longer one, but Louth have read the break again. Laura Collins wears number 13. This is good work now as Denise McKenna has the ball, taking the pass from Lauren Boyle. The boat like the white boots. Denise McKenna get within range. An excellent score for Louth. Puts the ball over the bar. 7.5 minutes gone in the game, and Louth lead for the first time. It's Louth 2 points, Offaly 1. And Louth just starting to find their groove at the moment. So Offaly, after the strong start now, just need to keep their concentration in defence. Emma Maher is the vice captain, wearing number 10. Has the advantage of the free. It'll go back. And Roisin Egan will happily take it when allowed. So again, Offaly just needs to be a bit more movement when they have these set pieces. Dawn Hannon gives it to Nicole Byrne. She's Byrne number 20, started the game. Roisin Egan and Fob, but Louth with the ball back. Anya Breen, right in front of Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice playing a corner forward. Getting away from Annie Keogh. Sends the ball back, but she was trying to find Ailish Hand, who was advancing, but it's won back by Mairead Daly for Offaly. Amy Gavin Mangan, what a start to the game she had, sending it in the direction of Grania Egan. Grania Egan, one of the most lethal players in the country. The ball just got away from her on that occasion. That goes to the right and wide, the first wide of the game for Offaly. 2-1 in wides, 2-1 in points. Louth at the advantage. We have played just over 9 minutes. Talking about the Leinster Under 14 Championship for Louth. A good effort against Meath, not to be on Saturday for them. Both counties bringing through good young players. Ciara Nolan did very well to get the second touch and gets it away from Aoife Kerry. Gives it to Anya Breen. Laura Collins down to the right of the advancing Shannon McLaughlin. Shannon McLaughlin holds the ball up between the 45 and the 65-metre line, takes a turn, goes in a run again, getting away from Emma Maher. Niamh Rice sending it across into the direction of Laura Collins. Laura Collins to Anya Breen. They're lining up here. And a kick in the post that goes over the bar. Rebecca Carr, the player that gets the point. Exactly 10 minutes gone. And Louth go 2 points in front. It's Louth 3 points. Offaly 1. Great kick there from Rebecca Carr. Remember the Leinster panel in 2018. So you can see Offaly taking the short kick again, and Louth just pressing up a bit. Tara Dunn. Roisin Egan. Offaly looking for a response. They nearly got a great start. Haven't really threatened the goal since. Ailish Hand wins the ball back for Louth. Gives it to Aoife Russell. Laura Collins now ready to move down the left. Has support either side. Laura might go herself here. Gives it to Ciara Nolan, who's pushing forward. Crossfield ball, was hoping to pick out Lauren Boyle. Might come to Lauren yet. Offaly have it. Good defending from Offaly as Roisin Egan brings it out towards the 65-metre line. Hand pass in front for Mairead Daly. She got a point against Louth in the league semi-final. Ailish Hand keeping tight with her. Advantage given to the Offaly attacker, and it's a free for Offaly. Chance for Offaly just to settle things down. There's a championship feel here to Clane. Offaly in the move again, the far side of the field. Just a bit of a careless bounce there. And Louth have won a free out. They're not going to waste any time. Ciara Nolan suffered an ACL injury in 2020, so great to see her back at the field of play. Michelle McMahon very busy in the early stages, giving it to Niamh Rice, who's come out the field a little bit. Niamh Rice down the direction of Lauren Boyle. They call them the Cooley twins. Lauren Boyle goes to ground. She's lost her balance there, and Annie Keogh wins it back for Offaly. And now we're with Amy Gavin Mangan again, trying to get away from Rebecca Carr. Amy Gavin Mangan for Offaly. The pace in her. When she takes off, Louth struggled to deal with it, but the ball was touched in the ground, so it's going to be a free out for Louth. Both teams guilty of that on a couple of occasions. Louth in front by 2 points. Referee not happy with the interaction there between the two players, and it's going to be a free for Offaly. Offaly had 2 players in the 2021 Division 4, Little Division 4 team of the league. Amy Gavin Mangan and Grania Egan. Louth had 8 players on that side as well. We'll run through those shortly. Ball given away, Denise McKenna reading that very well. Sends it in front. Laura Collins kicking it into the attack. Lauren Boyle, this is the type of ball she likes. There's Kate Flood nearby if she wants to use her. She might go herself. Probably didn't realise she'd done the hard work to gain the space. Probably should have taken an extra step, but Louth are starting to open up gaps in the Offaly defence. Let's mention Louth, those 8 players: Una Pearson, Michelle McMahon, Shannon McLaughlin, Ciara Nolan, Anya Breen, Kate Flood, Niamh Rice and Lauren Boyle. We're all in the Little Division 4 ladies football team of the league this year. Marie Byrne on the move between the 2 lines, trying to get away from our marker, Shannon McLaughlin. Referee again says too many steps. Marie Byrne unlucky in that occasion, and Louth will get the free. Rebecca Carr trying to hold on to it for Louth. Amy Gavin Mangan do well. Ran into the player. The referee's going to blow the whistle. Didn't signal the foul. He realised the Offaly player didn't see Ailish hand go to ground. So there could be a hold up and play. We played 14 minutes of this TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship Group 4 game. It's been a busy day around the country. I think as the referee signaled for the water break as well, I think he has. So we're going to have the water break, and it gives us a chance just to take stock. If you're only joining us here in the LGV streaming service, this commentary brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick. I'm Darren Kelly. A great start for Offaly in the game. Amy Gavin Mangan thundering through the middle of the fence. Una Pearson pulling off the save. A resulting free led to Roisin Egan open the scoring for Offaly, but they've struggled to create scoring chances since. Lauren Boyle with a free in 6 minutes, levelling the teams for Louth. Denise McKenna had 2 points to 1 before Rebecca Carr put Louth 2 points to the good, making it 3 points to 1. And Louth have the advantage. So Offaly getting plenty of water. There's no direct way in for the substitutes who are all in the main stand here. And they realise itself its early stages. Offaly did score 2-14 in their opening match. They're well capable of creating scoring opportunities. Murray Daly got 1-3 that day against Down. Gráinne Egan got 1-1. Roisin Egan hitting over 5 scores. There was also a brace for Marie Byrne and Amy Gavin Mangan. Aoife Carey also on target. With Louth, what a year they've had so far, but they don't want it to stop now. They suffered a defeat to Leitrim in their opening game of the league and went on to win that competition. They suffered a defeat to Down in their opening game of the championship. Can history repeat itself? Time will tell. They have to go over this hurdle first. They're ready to go. Just mention as well, of course, Louth only got 7 points that day against Down. Niamh Rice and Lauren Boyle 2 points apiece. Laura Collins also with a brace. Kate Flood getting 1 point. And if Louth are to win this game or have a serious go at trying to win the All-Ireland Intermediate Championship, they're going to need their forwards to click. They've been creating the chances in the early stages. But awfully well capable of starting to create a few of their own. So we're going to restart with play on the Louth 45-metre line. Thankfully, Ailish hand is okay. Shell McMahon restarts the action, gives it to Anya Breen, wearing number 8 for Louth. And they're on the move. Rebecca Carr, the player that moved inside. Niamh Rice takes the pass. There's a 1-2 with Laura Collins. Tulliver pulling the trigger, gives it back to Laura Collins. Laura Collins tries to get a bit of space, goes for a kick at the post. That might be close. That goes over the bar. And Laura Collins puts the ball over the bar. Just over 15 minutes gone in the game. It's 4 points to 1 to Louth. And they've had 4 different scorers as well. Offaly just need to sort out their kick-out strategy. They're just struggling to get a bit of consistency in it. Rebecca Carr doing well to win the ball back. Gives it to Lauren Boyle. Lauren Boyle might go for a run. Gets a bit of space, goes for the kick. Is she the first player to get 2 in this match? She is. And Rebecca Carr deserves the credit again. Lauren Boyle gets the score. And Louth are gone 4 points in front. It's Louth 5 points, Offaly 1. Lauren Boyle scored 5-14 in the league. That's her 4th point off the 2021 championship. Offaly going short and wide this time, looking for Emma Corcoran. Emma Corcoran gives it to Orla Whelan. Back to Emma Corcoran. I told you earlier on she played in 2 All-Ireland finals in Croke Park. Won a junior with Offaly, beating Wexford in 2013. Also represented St. Brian's Camogie when they lost by a point to Galtier in the 2020 All-Ireland Intermediate Club Camogie final. She'd love to get a 3rd crack at playing in headquarters. Denise McKenna with a crossfield pass. Towards Ciara Nolan. Laura Collins gives it to Niamh Rice, back to Ciara Nolan. And Ciara Nolan outside the 45-yard line, down the direction of Lauren Boyle, just gets a bit too much purchase in it. Amy Gavin Mangan will happily take that and sends it down the left in the direction of Roisin Ennis. Roisin Ennis pushing forward, the very mobile, the Offaly middle third. Looks for Roisin Egan. It's a deflected pass. Got to an Offaly player in the end. It got to Annie Keogh, but the referee blown the whistle because it looks like Roisin Egan went to ground. So if we hold up and play, and thankfully Roisin Egan will be okay. Any challenges to the head, rightfully the referee will blow the whistle. So we're going to restart playing with an Offaly ball in their own 65-metre line. Nicole Byrne. Roisin Egan in towards the attack, trying to get Grania into the game again. It's a player Louth won't give much space to Emma Murray, winning the ball back and gives it to Una Pearson, and Una sends it out the far side of the field. And Louth are on the move again towards the 45-metre line, growing in confidence are Louth. Ailish Hand, former student of St. Vincent Secondary School in Dundalk. You can see the composure from the team in red. Sarah Quinn returned to the Louth South in 2019 after a 9-year sabbatical. Denise McKenna trying to wiggle away inside Tara Dunn. Did well. Gets inside the 65-metre line, on the move again. Hand is out for the advantage. The referee's going to go back for a free. And Louth continuing to grow in strength. Laura Collins going to take this ball. Kicks it in towards the attack for Kate Flood. Kate Flood looking for a score here. This might be the chance she gets it. Kate Flood puts the ball over the bar. And Louth on 19 minutes. Goes 6 points to 1 in front. Good awareness from Laura Collins. Kate Flood gets off the mark. And there's 5 points between the teams. Goes for a logger one in the direction of Orla Whelan. Annie Keogh tries to turn inside. Niamh Rice not making it easy, but the 2 full backs have come up towards midfield. And the kick finds in towards Grania Egan's. Emma Murray gets a hand, and an important hand it was for Louth. Gives it to Shannon McLaughlin. And now they're bringing the ball out again. Eva Russell to Ailish Hand. Anya Breen. Louth are back in the attack again. Denise McKenna just outside the 45-yard line, looking in for Lauren Boyle, not to be. Well read that occasion by Annie Keogh. And Offaly are on the move. Aoife Carey coming out to get involved with the action. Kicks in the direction of Grania Egan with this ball forward this time. Not to be. Emma Murray missed it as well. Will it go out of play? Grania Egan keeps it in. No, the ball goes to the right and wide. Second wide for Offaly that wasn't really anywhere near the goal. Una Pearson going short. You just see Louth, the structure they have. They know their role and they're getting on with it. Eva Russell was the All-Ireland winners at junior level in 2019. Louth's third victory in that competition. Of course, they won in 1998 against Roscommon, 2015 against Scotland, beat Fermanagh on that day in 2019. The losers of this game will actually play Fermanagh in the relegation semi-finals. We'll talk more about that in a second because we're looking at Niamh Rice go for the post. That ball goes to the left and wide. Fourth wide is the game for Louth. But while we've been talking about a quarter-final place at stake, of course, survival is also important for these two teams. The bottom sides of each group going into relegation. Longford will play Roscommon, and Fermanagh will play the losers of this match. Rebecca Carr, Laura Collins, Denise McKenna. Denise McKenna outside the 40, solo the ball, looking around. Shannon McLaughlin pushes up. Shannon McLaughlin has Kieran Nolan to the left, decides to go back to the midfielder. Lauren Boyle tried to pull the trigger, didn't get the connection that she wanted. Orla Whelan gets in the way, and Emma Maher will move it out the far side of the field, giving it to Roisin Ennis. Roisin Ennis, foul committed. Free for the Offaly wing back. Sends it up towards Roisin Egan. Tangle between two players, Offaly getting the decision there. So Aoife Carey. Tries to go straight in. Change of the inside player. Number 13 is Mairead Daly. We know how dangerous she can be. Two defenders there. Their hand is out because the jersey was being pulled. So Mairead Daly wins the free for Offaly that Roisin Egan will take. Offaly got their only score of the game so far in the opening minute. That was 22 minutes ago. Can Roisin Egan, who got that score, double her account? The stand goes quiet. Roisin Egan getting ready, just over 23 minutes gone, puts the ball over the bar, and Offaly finally get their second score of the game. A free one by Mairead Daly, converted by Roisin Egan. It's Offaly 2 points, it's Louth 6. So Una Pearson will start in the action. Back to the goalkeeper, Michelle McMahon, trying to bring it out. Offaly starting to press up a little bit. Shannon McLaughlin. Kieran Nolan. Kieran Nolan on the move again through the centre. In all channels. Referee judges she charged into the Offaly defender. That was Marie Byrne who takes the ball, gives it to a teammate, and Offaly restart the play. Tara Dunn gives it to Roisin Egan. Referee spots another foul, so Offaly will get another free. And here are the Louth supporters as well as the substitutes behind us. Roisin Ennis does enough to win the free. So Mairead Daly has the ball. She wait for Roisin Egan to take this. 24.5 minutes gone. And Offaly looking for another score. This will bring it back to a 3-point ball game if it goes over. Roisin Egan with the kick, great power in that ball. The umpire was more interested in getting the ball, but he just waved the white flag 25 minutes into the game. It's 6 points to 3. Roisin Ennis winning the free in the occasion, but Offaly still have not scored from play. Very much in the match. Gaelish hand. Kieran Nolan. This is great movement from Michelle McMahon into the attack. Now realise they've conceded a few scores. They want Niamh Rice to do something about it. Niamh Rice turns inside. Referee blew the whistle when she was on the move. Other teammate on the ground. I think it was something happening off the ball. So he's given the free in for Louth. Hasn't decided to have a word with an Offaly player. So Laura Collins should give Louth a bit of an advantage again. Put 2 scores between the teams. Just over 26 minutes gone. So Clane goes quiet. Bit of confusion there. I'm not too sure what's going on. But something said to the referee. Either way, the ball's been brought in. So we're going to have a free in for Louth. Well, we were having a free in anyway, but it's gone in a bit closer. Laurie Collins with the kick, puts the ball over the bar. Louth get the score on 27 minutes. And it's 7 points to 3. It's Laurie Collins' second of the game as well. I think it's her 4th of the championship. Interesting story about Laura Collins, which we started to play. She played in the Fela semi-final back in 2007 on the boys' team. And the team were disqualified because she played. Thankfully, attitudes have changed so much now. Girls and boys can interact and play the game they love. Annie Keogh gives the pass off to Marie Byrne. Marie Byrne sending in towards the attack. Offaly wants to make sure they stay within 3 points. Roisin Egan pushing up the field. Gives it to Amy Gavin-Mangan. Amy Gavin-Mangan might go in and run again. Remember the run at the start of the game. She continues to move. When she skip inside, wins to take on the player. Louth get the bodies back. The referee puts the hand out for chop down. And it's going to be a free in for Offaly. But you can see how Louth quickly just getting the players back. Worried about the Offaly number 9. Student in DCU, studied sports science and health. Made her debut for Offaly in 2015 to the 22-year-old. So this will make it a 3-point ball game again. Just over 2 minutes. Oh, she went throwing a shot! Una Pearson was ready for it. Bit of a surprising decision there. Roisin Egan must have sensed that the Louth defence weren't concentrating, but Una Pearson was. And a second goal opportunity in the game for Offaly. Shannon McLaughlin, how can Louth respond? If they can get a score, that will certainly be a 2-pointer. Denise McKenna gives it to Anya Breen. Anya Breen kicking it inside. Kate Flood, she's looking for a bit of space. Turns on her left. 2 defenders. They stopped in her tracks but didn't get the ball off her. Gives it back to Rebecca Carr. Rebecca Carr, crossfield ball. Louth are lining up. Laura Collins. Lauren Boyle has Kieran Nolan in front of her. Ron Egan coming out to get involved. You just get the feeling Offaly needs to get a score out of this. Nicole Byrne weaving her way through. Murray Daly. But Louth again getting their defensive line in place. Offaly have to find a way through. They'll find it hard in the corner, but Murray Daly won't give up. She needs support anyway. She managed to find a way, Murray Daly. Found it, gets past it a few more. Kicks a Gary Owen style ball, might come for Groin Egan. Groin Egan has a shot. Oh, a save from the keeper, but off the crossbar. I think the goalkeeper, Una Pearson, got a touch on that. But it comes off the crossbar. And you can hear the Louth supporters so happy how that panned out. Another goal opportunity. And Una Pearson getting a touch on that to knock it off the crossbar. 3 goal chances in the game for Offaly. Oh, Denise McKenna on around 45-metre line. The referee says there was a foul. Offaly have the ball back again. Roisin Egan. Roisin Egan gives it to Roisin, and there's a chance here for Offaly. Is the goal finally going to come? A shot! A goal! Roisin Egan gets the goal, and Offaly finally get the shot. They've waited a long time for that, and it's Groin Egan that puts the ball into the back of the net. Just 1 minute of injury time played. Overturned possession. It's 1-3 to Offaly, 7 points to Louth. The scoreboard to our left is giving Offaly an extra score. We'll double check there's no errors in our notes at half time. And a blow for Louth, who seem to have dealt with the Offaly attacks, but the referee does blow the half time whistle. And half time here, Offaly get their goal just before the break. Groin Egan putting the ball in the back of the net. They did start with a goal opportunity. Una Pearson pulling off 3 saves in this match. And at the other end, Louth built up a tally, going 6 points to 1 in front with a spread of scores. But it's a 1-point ball game at half time here in Clane at the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship. Louth in front by 1. It's Louth 7 points, Offaly 1-3. Join us again in about 10 minutes time for live coverage of the second half. Welcome back here to Clane and good evening if you're joining us here. The final LGFA group game in the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Championship. It's Louth against Offaly, and we were correct here in the commentary box. The half-time score, Louth in front by a point. Louth 7 points, Offaly 1-3. The referee there in the middle, Kevin Phelan, has blown the whistle looking for Offaly to come back out. They opted to go into the dressing room at half-time. Louth took the shades to the left beside the scoreboard that is coming out from the trees. So just while we're waiting for Offaly to come out, we mentioned earlier on the first half. But let's go through the actual lineup now for the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship quarterfinals that take place in 2 weeks' time, the weekend of August the 7th and 8th. Westmeath, winners of Group 1, take on Clare, runners-up in Group 2. It'll be Leitrim, winners of Group 2, against Kildare, the runners-up of Group 3. Laois, the winners of Group 3, take on the winners of this match, Louth or Offaly, who will be runners-up in Group 4. And the winners of Group 4, Down, take on the runners-up of Group 1, Wexford. All those games in 2 weeks' time, 7th and 8th of August. The TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Football Championship relegation playoffs. Longford against Roscommon and Fermanagh against the losers of this game, Louth or Offaly. They're the relegation semi-finals. They take place the weekend of August the 21st and 22nd. So to sum it up for you as Offaly get back into position, it's the winners of this game, Louth and Offaly, take on Laois. That will take place in 2 weeks' time. The losers will play Fermanagh in the relegation playoffs in 4 weeks' time. So hope you're all dated with that. And as we mentioned at the start of the commentary, there has to be a winner. No draws in the TG4 All-Ireland Ladies Football Championships of 2021. We will go to extra time. We will go to a free-taking shootout. 30 metres out if required. But there's still 30 minutes of football to be played. 1 point between the teams. Louth 7 points. Offaly 1-3. Louth attacking the goal to the right for the second half. Who will advance to the quarterfinals to take on Laois? Who will fight for survival against Fermanagh? We're about to find out. Kevin Phelan checks his watches, throws the ball in. The second half is underway, and it's Louth. Well, they got a touch now, but they didn't get the ball in. Amy Gavin-Maggan, remember what she did at the start of the match, goes for a move again. 45, wiggling away around Anya Breen. This time goes to the pass to Gráinne Egan, who scored her second goal in the championship just before half time. Nicole Byrne blocked down, but Roisin Egan will have a pop from play, and Roisin Egan puts the ball over the bar. 20 seconds into the second half, and Offaly have levelled the sides. It's Louth 7 points, Offaly 1-4. Only the second time in the game these teams have been level. So Marie Byrne gives it to Nicole Byrne. And Nicole now just outside the 45-metre line. Offaly wanting to start strongly. Tara Dunn, they will feel that they tuned out of the game for a while in the first half. Roisin Egan getting her first score from play. She got 3 frees in the first half. Gráinne Egan with the Offaly goal. That's their total score so far. Mairead Daly hasn't scored in the game yet. At this the moment she gets off the mark, not to be in this occasion. That ball goes to the right and wide. The third wide of the game for Offaly. 4 for Louth. That allows me quickly to run through the Louth scores. Laura Collins and Lauren Boyle, both with 2 points each. 1 from play each and 1 from a place ball. There was also scores from Denise McKenna, Kate Flood and Rebecca Carr. Our live coverage of the LGFA streaming service brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick. I'm Darren Kelly. As you can see, very sunny conditions in Clane, barely a drop of wind, not really favouring anyone. Offaly on the ball. Tara Byrne gives it to Nicole Byrne. Nicole Byrne moving inside the 45-metre line. Louth get themselves organised again as Gráinne Egan tries to get a touch on it. Not to be is Shannon McLaughlin, the number 6 for Louth, the captain, wins it. And a substitution for Louth at half-time, number 28, Emer Byrne, who plays for the St. Moctus club. She has come on the field to play. There's a stop here. Ciara Nolan on the ground for Louth. So we're going to have a hold up and play. So we'll confirm that Louth substitution in a moment. But Emer Byrne, she did come off the bench in the game against Down. Involved in this match. But a bit of worry here for Louth. So it's given management teams a chance to get some instructions to their players. So we'll start with a Louth ball, we believe. We're not exactly too sure now if a foul was committed. There was definitely contact. This will be a blow for Louth because Ciara Nolan has been very, very involved in this game around the middle of the field. Move and play from defence to attack. I mentioned Kieran Nolan, the ACL injury in 2020. Ruined her year. It's great to have her back in the field of play. You can hear the support there to the left of us here in the commentary box. The loud substitutes and some supporters cheering on their number 7. She's back on her feet, and that's great to see. She's not back in 2 legs yet, so just checking that she is fit to continue. So nearly 4 minutes gone in the second half here in Clane, the TG4 Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship. All square. Offaly 1-4, Louth 7 points. The final game in Group 4. Kieran Nolan is okay, ready to resume, ready to fight for the Louth cause. So Louth will restart the action in the middle of the field. And Anya Breen sent it down towards the attack. Louth have not scored in the championship so far. They got 4 goals in the league final, 3 goals in the league semi-final. It's a bit early to be making predictions like this, but you can imagine they want to get at least 1 goal if they're going to win this match. Emer Byrne goes for a crossfield pass in the direction of Lauren Boyle. It won't come for Lauren, but it might come for Niamh Rice. Niamh Rice goes for a kick at the post, off the post and over the bar. Excellent point from Niamh Rice. 5 minutes into the second half, Louth go back in front. It's Louth 8 points, Offaly 1-4. So Offaly need to be careful again. They had problems with these kickouts in the first half and they've given away the free. And Louth are happy enough to attack them. So an opportunity for Laura Collins will it be? Offaly not willing to give away the ball, and Offaly needs to keep their composure. And it's bringing balls in, makes the score not happen in the first half. Laura Collins has the ball brought inside. Still plenty of football to be played here. We might have played nearly 6 minutes of the second half, but there was the hold up to the injury to Kieran Nolan, so there will be plenty of time to be added to that. Laura Collins with the kick. It goes to the right and wide. And it's a free that Louth should have punished. It's a great atmosphere here in Clane. Sinead Byrne, the Offaly goalkeeper. Needs her outfield players to give her more options. Goes long, trying to find Marie Byrne. Eventually it comes for Emma Corcoran. Emma Corcoran down the left towards Tara Dunn. And Tara Dunn has a look up, kicks it forward, but it's going to find a red jersey. Louth with the ball back again, number 5 to the other, Michelle McMahon. Winning the ball for Louth. Anya Breen. Long ball in the direction of Lauren Boyle. She's playing corner forward even though she's number 14. Kate Flood went in a full forward. Offaly have the ball back. Roisin Ennis. Leinster Post Primary Schools Player of the Year 2019 from Moat Community School. Gives it to Aoife Carey. Aoife Carey tries to get away from the fullback Sarah Quinn. Sends it inside towards Marie Byrne. Marie Byrne trying to wiggle away through. The referee says, too many steps. You're not getting away with that one. And it's going to be a free out for Louth. So Aoife Russell back in defence. Now don't want to be playing with the ball this close to goal. Shannon McLaughlin bringing it up. Gives the pass off for Kieran Nolan. Back to Laura Collins. Laura Collins with a high diagonal kick down the direction of Lauren Boyle. Great take from Lauren Boyle. Referee says it was a foul beforehand. So it's going to be a free in for Louth, pushing it back, we're being told. And Louth will get an opportunity to stretch their advantage. Lauren Boyle looks like she's going to take this one herself. Student Dundalk Institute of Technology studying sport. She's kicked it to the left and wide. And Louth is starting to waste a few chances. They've had 6 wides in this game. They had 8 in the second half against Down. They're getting the opportunities. And Offaly still very much at the match. If they can deal with their kickouts. Sinead Byrne goes for the kick. It was never going to find a teammate. Laura Collins wins the ball. There was a push and a free in the 45. Tara Dunn running across there to cover Denise McKenna, but Laura Collins goes the other way to Anya Breen. Back to Laura Collins in the 45-metre line. Looking for advancing players. Michelle McMahon is one, and this is a great one from Michelle McMahon. Can she finish off with a score? Michelle McMahon gets within range with the ball. Turn in, looks good. The ball has gone over the bar. Well, that is textbook out of the trading ground. Play that back again and enjoy. Michelle McMahon making the run in space. Great vision from Laura Collins. And Louth go 2 points in front. It's Louth 9 points. Offaly 1-4. They're making hard work at building the advantage, Louth, but they have it. And as much as we talk about the pressure they're putting themselves on with some of their misses, they do lead the game. Hold up and play Orla Whelan. I think she's tying her laces. Sinead Byrne from the St. Brohan's Club. This is the Dawn Hannon who's hit it out the far side of the field. Offaly again moving towards the 65-metre line. Marie Byrne, one of the busiest players in the field in defence and attack, to Annie Keogh. Collision between the two players. That's a foul against the Louth player. So Louth get the free. Lauren Boyle goes to ground. The Offaly player's hurt as well. Doubt the referee's going to allow restart of play just yet. I think it's Emma Maher that went to ground. The vice captain for Offaly. Player welfare, mostly important. Louth have been given the decision. So we start the play. Just over 10 minutes gone in the second half. Louth 9 points, Offaly 1-4. We've had a lot of stoppages. So before any notions of extra time are entertained, we are going to have some injury time in this match. These teams met in the Junior All-Ireland semi-final in 2012. Louth went on to the final after the victory, but they didn't win the All-Ireland that year. Offaly were actually champions in 2013, now to wait till 2015. With tasting success. When the teams met in the league semi-final, Kate Flood was Louth's top scorer on the day, 2-3. Lauren Boyle got 1-3. Denise McKenna and Eve Rice 2 points apiece. It's a player that Offaly can't afford to lose. And Denise McKenna will restart the action. She got 2 points in the league final against Leitrim. Also picked up a yellow card at the defeat to Down the first day. I have to say the game has been played in a great sporting manner. A few collisions, more accidental than anything else. 1 or 2 moments there were cool heads were needed for, but nothing major. Thankfully for Offaly, Emma Maher is good. Or is she good? She's walking off with the physio. Is Emma Maher's been brought off? Is that a replacement? Hopefully not for Offaly, but she's been going to be brought for more treatment anyway. We're seeing if an Offaly substitute is coming in. We'll keep an eye on that. Off camera, 2 Offaly substitutes coming in to do a warm-up anyway. Whether one of them is entering the field of play, we'll see. And that's a massive blow for Offaly if Emma Maher's afternoon is over. So there is an official substitution. It's been confirmed to us here. Emma Maher is going off. Nearly 13 minutes gone. And we're just waiting for the substitute to come on. And we can tell you it's Ciara Walsh, number 12. She didn't start the game. She will enter the field. And Ciara Walsh hoping to turn this game around. at under 10 level. In 2013, she was the Helen Moriarty Memorial Tournament Player of the Tournament. So great young talent. That was under 10 level less than a decade ago. Great future ahead of her representing Offaly. Emma Corcoran tries to win the ball. The referee spotted the hand pulling the corner back from Offaly. And it's going to be a free out. Just at times you get the feeling both teams could be a bit quicker restarting the play. Maintain a bit of momentum. Won't be too far away from a water break, you feel. There's plenty of football to watch. Amy Gavin-Mangan has the advantage, coming up towards the 65 metre line. Gives the pass in front. Ciara Walsh getting her first touch and gives it to Roisin Egan. Roisin Egan told about the return pass, but goes herself, trying to get around Emer Byrne. Gives it to Amy Gavin-Mangan, exactly the type of ball that Amy Gavin-Mangan likes. On the run, the advantage given, goes to the pass inside for Roisin Egan, chance for Offaly, and it's gone wide. It's gone wide, another goal-scoring opportunity for Offaly. Well, as much as we've talked about the scoring chances in this game that Louth have been letting get away, now this might be coming back for the advantage for the free. Offaly with 4 goal-scoring chances, not including the goal that they've scored, that they haven't put away. Now, 3 of those were because of excellent goalkeeping from Una Pearson. Gráinne Egan will feel she should have put that into the back of the net. She tried to place it. Offaly have a chance to get something out of this. Roisin Egan. Referee's coming back to the linesman. Did he see something off the ball? So there's plenty going on. We're just keeping an eye here with the officials having a chat. It's meant to be a free in for Offaly, but there's something happened off the ball. Referee is going dealing with someone. So it's just all holding things up, adding to the drama. Now we're not exactly sure who he wants to talk to. So he is going to have a chat with an Offaly defender. So you can see in the background there, some of the supporters giving their opinion on what's gone on. We were following the play, so we didn't see it. It's a yellow card. And this is a blow for Offaly. They're down to 14 players. We're just talking with Louth having 14 players for a period. And it's the full back Orla Whelan that's going to take a 10-minute break. So Offaly, 2 points behind, a player down for 10 minutes. There's more substitutions coming. Chloe Sheridan, we told you to keep an eye out for her. She is scheduled to come on, so Chloe Sheridan is on the field to play. And who's she coming on for? Roisin Egan does have the ball in her hand. She will take a free. We're just getting back in camera. We'll keep an eye on the substitution as he was going off. Roisin Egan takes the free. Puts the ball over the bar. So we're back to a 1-point ball game with everything going on. I don't think Offaly have a player off yet. Well, the player's coming off now, and it's Aoife Carey. So it was still 15 on the field. You can hear the thoughts there in the background, but it was a direct free, no influence in play, so we'll get on with it. 9 points to 1-5. Louth on the move. Emer Byrne has the ball on the 65-metre line. Wins the free. Free quickly taken by Ciara Nolan. Great touch there from Annie Keogh. Goes out over the line, so it's going to be a Louth ball. Ball comes in, there's opportunity here. Shot, goal for Louth! A goal for Louth! And just like that, they've taken advantage of the extra person. The Kate Flood that puts the ball in the back of the net. What a goal from Kate Flood. And it's 1-9 to 1-5. And Louth have a 4-point cushion again. It was a sideline kick. Didn't look like much was going to be on there. But Kate Flood took possession, went for the shot, puts it into the back of the net. And Louth are 4 in front. And Offaly now 4 behind, a player down. Niamh Rice with the delivery from the sideline kick. An advantage Louth. Sinead Byrne giving the ball away. Kate Flood has it again. Passes forward to her. Niamh Rice. A second goal for Louth. A second goal for Louth. And 2 goals in just over a minute might have settled this TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship game. Offaly even struggled with the kickouts. Goalkeeper hasn't been at fault all the time, but the kickout didn't get the connection she wanted. Kate Flood got in the way, gives it to Niamh Rice. Goal for Louth. 2-9 to 1-5. And Offaly have a serious mountain to climb now. There's an Offaly player on the ground. I think we're having the water break. We are. It gives it a chance to take stock, but of course concern for the Offaly defender that's down. Louth, 2 goals. It was 7 points to 1-3 at half time. Roisin Egan with a point for Offaly, level it. Then Louth hit back with 2 scores, to Niamh Rice and Michelle McMahon, making it 9 points to 1-4. Roisin Egan with a free brought a 1-point ball game. But Orla Whelan, a yellow card for the Offaly full back. And all of a sudden then 1 goal, a sideline kick in. Looked like nothing on. Kate Flood doesn't need much. And she put the ball in the back of the net for a goal. And then a kick out given away. And Kate Flood turned provider for Niamh Rice to get the second goal. And it's Louth 2-9, Offaly 1-5. And Louth are 7 points clear. How do Offaly lift themselves up now? There's been plenty of stops as well. That's why we had a late water break. So Offaly trying to work it out loud there. Looking for cool heads themselves. Want to maintain their advantage. Knowing the job is nearly done. But 7 points is nothing in football. And Offaly have already shown their ability to go in the attack. Annie Keogh is the Offaly player that was ground. We can tell you off camera she's okay. She's receiving some treatment. But she should be up fine. They've already lost their vice captain Offaly. They don't want to lose their captain as well. "15 minutes, you'd imagine at least, remaining in this game to determine who will take on Laois in 2 weeks' time in the All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football quarterfinals. And Louth hold the upper hand when these teams met here in Clane in the league semi-final. Louth won by 9 points. They lead by 7. Both teams are back, and thankfully for Offaly supporters, Annie Keogh is back in the field. Annie Keogh put on hold a chefing career to focus on her football, give everything she can. She's created and served food in Tuscany in Italy. If you can make it in Italy, you can make it anywhere. No doubt she'll get back to that. But our determination is to get Offaly back in this game. So we start with an Offaly kick out. We officially have 10 minutes remaining. I can tell you we're going to have at least 15. That's just from my own observations, nothing official. The next score, Offaly need to get a no better person than Amy Gavin Mangan to set it up. Amy Gavin Mangan on the move. She's arguably the fastest player in the field. Amy Gavin Mangan inside trying to foot me out. Gloin Egan gets it the second time. A chance for Offaly. A goal! A goal for Offaly. And that is the response that the faithful county wanted. It might have needed 2 goals to get the pass to Gloin Egan, but she puts the ball in the back of the net. And it's Offaly 2-5. It's Louth 2-9. All of a sudden, it's game on again. Well, we've said it before, Amy Gavin Mangan, when she goes on one of those runs, near nigh impossible to stop. Now, can Louth hit back? They still have the numerical advantage on the field. Kate Flood. Crossfield ball, it's an excellent kick. Finding Emer Byrne running inside. Kate Flood is there for a chance. Louder in again, a shot. A goal! A goal for Louth. And that's how you respond. Kate Flood set it up. A 1-2 with Emer Byrne. And Louth have their third goal. And it's Louth 3-9. It's Offaly 2-5. 7 between them again. This game is really picking up. Louth are making a change. Roisin Kavanagh from the St. Feckin's club will be on shortly. Louth have won the ball. Anya Breen gives it to Lauren Boyle. Lauren Boyle turning inside. Louth players are finding it easy to get space. A shot from Niamh Rice goes to the right of the posts. Louth, 1.5 games into their championship of 2021, didn't have any goals. They have 3 now. Roisin Kavanagh is on the field of play. Is it Lauren Boyle that's going off the field? Looks like it is. The Louth supporters appreciating everything Lauren Boyle's given to the game. Sinead Byrne sends it out wide. Amy Gavin Mangan the target again. Needs a bit of space. Gives it to Tara Dunn. Tara Dunn gives the pass inside to Emma Corcoran, and Emma Corcoran finds Roisin Egan. And Roisin Egan turns inside, looks for options up the field, goes for a kick down to the corner. Emma Corcoran's pushed forward, took the pass to Marie Byrne. Emma Corcoran, the referee says too many steps. Offaly will be frustrated with that. It's going to be a free out for Louth. There's more substitutions on their way. We can tell you, those of you watching our coverage from Edenderry, Sarah Cummins from Offaly will be entering the field shortly. Ciara Nolan gives the pass in front to Laura Collins. Laura Collins on the 65-metre line. Roisin Kavanagh, her first touch of the game. Inside the 65-metre line. Emer Byrne wears number 28. Laura Collins just can't find a way inside. Amy Gavin Mangan. Louth still have the ball. Michelle McMahon. Michelle McMahon inside to Emer Byrne. Emer Byrne trying to wiggle around Roisin Egan. She was involved in a goal already, setting it up for Kate Flood. Niamh Rice just didn't get the ball that time. Offaly defenders have it again. Bringing out towards the 45. There's still plenty of time. But Louth have won the ball back. Won by Anya Breen, trying to send Laura Collins inside towards Emer Byrne. Offaly's defenders always first to the ball. Sinead Byrne decides to kick it out for a sideline kick that Denise McKenna will take. We can tell you officially there's 24 minutes gone in the second half. Still plenty of time here. However, Offaly don't want to be letting this score go anymore. Offaly just checking on the stars of Orla Whelan to come onto the field to play. A kick inside, the referee blows the whistle. Maybe it's all a square ball or a foul. It's a free out nonetheless. I think what's going on here is Sarah Cummins is going to be replacing Orla Whelan when the 10 minutes is up. And by my estimation, that's just over a minute or 2 minutes left. We'll watch the action. Louth on the 45-metre line. Sensen and TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship quarter-final place. Here in Clane, this commentary brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick. Michelle McMahon on the right has already got a point, pushing up the field. This time goes to the pass inside. Now all of a sudden it's Roisin Kavanagh. She might have a go here. Roisin Kavanagh chance. Takes the point. She might have thought about the goal, but was happy enough to take the point. So there's 8 points between the teams. It's 3-10 to 2-5. And Sarah Cummins is coming on for Offaly. And by our understanding, she's replacing Orla Whelan. That will put Offaly back to 15 players. Well, there are 14 outfield players and the goalkeeper on the field for Offaly. Now I stand corrected because it looks like that Marie Byrne is going off, so I stand corrected there. We'll watch the action. We'll come back to that. Marie Byrne has gone off for Offaly. Louth on the move. A shot for Laura Collins. A goal! A goal for Louth. Laura Collins into the back of the net. While we were watching substitutions, Laura Collins was watching the ball, and she gets another goal. It's double scores, and Louth surely now are on their way to the quarterfinals of the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship. Laura Collins with the strike. It's Louth 4-10, Offaly 2-5. So Offaly still playing with 14 players. We're just doing a head count. But Louth, we said it, we sensed it. If Louth could get a goal, they'd fancy themselves to qualify. They've done that, plus plenty of interest. Roisin Egan, Offaly won't give up. That's one thing you know about Offaly players. They won't give up. Roisin and Grania Egan will be disappointing weekend because Offaly Camogie team were down in the championship after their defeat to Wexford on Saturday. This is Roisin Ennis sending it in, and that ball goes to the left and wide. Our count now, the 10 minutes must be nearly up for Offaly to go back to 15 players. They're still playing with 14. Louth in defence as Aoife Russell sent it out to Emer Murray. Emer Murray in front of Ciara Nolan. Ciara Nolan loses the race from Roisin Egan. Roisin Egan advancing. Murray Daly has support from Emma Corcoran, and she wants to use her. Emma Corcoran gives it back to Murray Daly. Murray Daly trying to turn aside, sending it in. Is there a chance for Emma Corcoran? She might go herself a shot. A goal! A goal for Offaly. Well, that's an excellent goal. Emma Corcoran in a 1-2 Murray Daly, and the Offaly number 4 decided to have a go herself. Puts the ball in the back of the net. 2 minutes of normal time remaining. Orla Whelan is back in the field of play. Offaly have 15 players. They trail by 8 points. 3-5 to Offaly, 4-10 to Louth. Game has caught fire. Could be a bit closer. But still, if Offaly were to get another goal, you could rule nothing out. Because as we mentioned in the third quarter, we've lots of stoppages. And we're anticipating at least 5 minutes of added time. That'll be up to the referee, Kevin Phelan. Michelle McMahon didn't know where the ball was. It was on her shoulder. Roisin Kavanagh striding up the field inside the 65-metre line is help from Emer Byrne. Emer Byrne leaves it off for Anya Breen. Emer Byrne takes the return pass. Denise McKenna's in the attack. Oh, high challenge there. Tara Dunn did catch the player high. She put her hands up straight away to say it was accidental. Referee will probably give her the benefit of the doubt. It will be a free-in for Louth. So the referee is going to get the thoughts of the linesman. So we are going to stop the play because it was a high challenge nonetheless. Emer Byrne. The referee is happy enough that it wasn't intentional. You could argue it was careless. But our concern now is with Louth number 28 from St. Moctus. So we reckon now at the moment we're going up towards the 30-minute mark, but there was a lot of stoppages in the third quarter, so we're anticipating here at the commentary box there'll be 5-6 minutes of added time, but that's only our own speculation. Thankfully for Louth, Emer Byrne is on her feet. Oh, she's on her feet yet, sorry, she's sitting up. Now she's on her feet. A yellow card has been given, the decision has been made. Tara Dunn is off, and Offaly are down to 14 players. After consulting with the linesman, the referee has deemed that Tara Dunn was in the wrong. And a blow for Offaly. Louth getting ready to make a change. And number 21, Claire Donnelly, Cooley Kickham's, is coming on the field. So Louth, moments away, minutes away from an All-Ireland quarter-final place. But Ciara Nolan, the player that's coming off, superb performance from herself, working hard as many more did. And Kieran Nolan just limping off as well. Hopefully she'll be okay for a quarter-final in 2 weeks. We're back now focusing on the free taker, who's Denise McKenna. A bit too much purchase in that. The ball goes to the right and wide. 8 wides in the game for Louth. 1 minute of added time has been played. We haven't seen any signal from the fourth official or the referee how much time is left. If we get that, we'll give it to you straight away. We're watching Amy Gavin-Mangan looking for the space to go on one of those trademark runs. Amy Gavin-Mangan sends it down, but cut out by Louth. You have the extra player again. Laura Collins is holding it up. So Roisin Kavanagh on the move, wearing number 24 for Louth. She's found a bit of space. She's on the run. Who's in front of her for the pass? Eve Rice leaves it off. Couple of passes up to Denise McKenna, and Offaly will win this ball. Roisin Egan. Mairead Daly, advantage being given for Mairead Daly. She was being held by Shannon McLaughlin. Nobody can argue with that free. So it's a free in for Offaly. Who's taken the free? The free's been taken. Roisin Innes. Roisin Egan. Trying to work her inside Offaly. Still think there's time to get a few goals. Roisin Egan wiggling her way through like it's a maze. Gives it to Mairead Daly. Mairead Daly, number 22, is Sarah Cummins. Back to Groan Egan looking for the hat-trick. Locked down with a Louth defence. They got the players back. And Emer Byrne wins the ball. And Louth have it out again towards the 45-metre line. 33 minutes of the second half have been played. And Kate Flood dancing up the field. Just ran out of options, ran out of space. Offaly have the ball back. So Roisin Egan. Another change for Louth on the way. Plenty going on. Roisin Kavanagh just goes in the move. Kicks it into space. There's one person inside. That's Denise McKenna. She started in the midfield. The referee, their hands out. The foul was committed. The goal Byrne didn't get away with that one. Louise Byrne, wearing number 19. Looks like she's about to enter the field of play for Louth. Plays our club football with Roach Emmets. Free in for Louth, Laura Collins. So Louise Byrne's on the field of play. And looks like Eve Rice is the player that's going off. Goal in the game, set up another one. So 4.5 minutes of added time has been played. Louth 4-10, Offaly 3-5, 8 points between the teams, and Louth with the free. Laura Collins goes for the kick, it goes across the goal to the right and wide. Just to repeat, if you haven't got the quarter-final pairings for the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship, will be Westmeath against Clare, Leitrim against Kildare, Laois against Louth, unless something dramatic happens in the last few moments here, and Down against Wexford. The relegation semi-finals will be Longford against Roscommon, and Offaly now will take on Fermanagh. There in 4 weeks' time, the weekend of the 21st, 22nd of August. High Challenge committed. The quarter-finals, of course, will take place in 2 weeks' time, the weekend of August the 7th and 8th. Louth player on the ground, but I think it'll be a free in for Offaly. We're just going to prolong it a bit more now. Nearly 36 minutes gone in the second half. Offaly will be disappointed how this has panned out for them. Plenty of goal scoring opportunities. Now they did lack a few point scoring opportunities, it has to be acknowledged. But credit must go to the Louth goalkeeper, Una Pearson. Pull off 3 great first half saves. Louth, a slight improvement in their shooting. Definitely their goal radar is back on. That's what they'll want to bring into that game against Laois, who were well capable of scoring goals. I think Laois have had 7 goals in the championship so far from 2 games. Roisin Egan getting ready to take this. Gives it to Amy Gavin Mangan. Go for the space. Amy Gavin will go through. She's on the run again. Amy Gavin Mangan gives the pass out. Direction of Ciara Walsh. Offaly have to recycle the ball a bit. The referee spots a foul. It's going to be a free in for Offaly. You can see the shade there from the trees and the hedges to the left. Coming out of the field of play. Roisin Egan goes with a shot. Quick one. It goes to the left and wide. She tried it in the first half as well. Didn't materialise. That was saved on that occasion, of course, the first one. So 2 substitutions for Offaly coming on the field. 18 and 21. They're Niamh Lydon and Trace Robbins, respectively. Gráinne Egan and Nicole Byrne. 15 and 20 are the players to leave the field. Una Pearson getting ready to restart the play. Sharp one to Shannon McLaughlin. Michelle McMahon. And Emer Byrne is on the move again. Laura Collins, kick down to the yellow boots of Louise Byrne. Louise Byrne gives it inside. Louth, think there might be another chance. Kate Flood decides to take the point. The experience tells. Puts the ball over the bar. And it's now 4-11 to 3-5. Kate Flood for Louth. Play continues. 8 minutes of injury time have been played. Roisin Egan with the ball. Much more time will Kevin Phelan allow in this match. Emma Corcoran. She's gotten one, wants another. Gives the pass for Chloe Sheridan. Chloe Sheridan moving inside. Loses their balance. The referee says there was a foul. So Offaly get a free in. Chloe wants to take it quickly. Roisin Egan. I end up taking it. Marie Daly was offering her assistance as well, the game's promotion officer in Edenderry. She has the ball, but she get a chance. Goes to the point, puts the ball over the bar, Marie Daly. And the referee has blown the final whistle, and it's all over. And Louth advanced to the quarterfinals of the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship. It finished Louth 4-11, Offaly 3-6. We certainly got our entertainment word in the second half. 7 points to 1-3 it was at half time. Gráinne Egan with the Offaly goal. We wondered would Louth manage to get the goals, and like the buses, two came in the space of a minute on the 48 and 49th minutes. Kate Flood and Niamh Rice getting the strikes. Kate Flood would get another one to make it 3-9 to 2-5 after Gráinne Egan had gotten her second goal for Offaly. There was a fourth goal that came from Laura Collins. Emma Corcoran came up the field to get a third Offaly goal, but they'll be disappointed how this game materialised. 2 yellow cards in the game. They will face Fermanagh in the relegation semi-final, trying to preserve their intermediate status. That's in 4 weeks' time. But for Louth are into the quarter-finals, and they will take on Laois in 2 weeks' time. They finally got the goals back on track for them in the second half. They've won this game by 8 points, and Louth are the victors. We hope you enjoyed our coverage here, brought to you in association with Sporting Limerick for the LGV streaming service. We'd like to thank our cameraman Dermot Flaherty. I was Darren Kelly. Excellent conditions here from Clane, and thanks to everybody involved. Louth will celebrate the advance. Louth the winners by 8 points, and the final score here in Group 4 of the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Ladies Football Championship. Louth the winners. Louth 4-11, Offaly 3-6.